Wow, it's incredible how fast things change when you take action. If we rewind back 6 weeks ago to when I first put a video on here about my 90-day challenge, earning 120K because I wanted to pay off debts that I had from previous businesses and investments into real estate and supplement company and a few other things. And I said that I wouldn't go on vacation until I did that. And me and my girlfriend have not been on vacation together. We've been together 2 years now. We've literally been building our businesses and restructuring and organising our finances. So it's felt like lots of sacrifice and lots of work and not the usual trips and all that stuff that you do in a couple, especially in the first couple of years. But anyway, I posted that story and I posted about how, well, I feel like I did that because, yes, that's a huge goal of mine, but also I did it to hold myself accountable. One, to clear that debt. And then the second thing is I wanted to speak authentically on social media. I wanted to share my journey, that journey specifically, those challenges, how I was overcoming it. And what I realize now, reflecting back, is I was so stuck in an identity of having everything figured out. Fitness coach, online company, great client results, hundreds of client results, working with successful people now in regarding my fitness company. And what I was afraid to say was, look, this is a challenge I've got going on. I'm clearing debt from the past. I had failures in the past. I had built up a company, my first company, had investments do really well, came to Mexico with more money than I'd ever had in my life, spending it for the first time in my life without having to look at things on the menu and think, I want that, but maybe I'll get this. No, it was like, I want that, I'll get that. Traveling where we wanted, when we wanted, just enjoying a life that I'd really worked hard on for a long time to build. And I lost that, lost my money, felt broke for a time, and I had to rebuild myself and my business, my income, my life back up, my confidence with that. And I didn't want to share that. I held back because what would my clients think? What would some of my friends who were successful, who I look up to, think? What would people on social media think? Because it's a different image of me. It wasn't this polished, perfect image, but it was the truth. And I know that I'm on this planet as a light worker to share my journey, what I'm going through, my challenges, how I'm rebuilding, the wins, the successes, what I've learned, the insights, so other people can do the same. So you can do the same if you resonate. But if I'm not sharing my journey because I'm holding back, how can I be fulfilling my purpose? And that's really what I felt like I was stuck in. It was this knowing what I wanted to do, but holding back from doing that. And so I did not feel fulfilled fully. Yes, I was seeing my clients do well and get in great shape for fitness, but part of me knew I wasn't sharing my full self. I wasn't sharing my journey. And that's what I'm here for. So I started to share, and now 6 weeks has passed, and it's been honestly unbelievable how much has shifted, how much alignment, how much progress has been made. To put into context, 3 years I've been repaying this debt and not letting anyone help me with it, just because I had lots of shame around it, lots of embarrassment around it. It caused me lots of stress, obviously, because it was lots of pressure. And so I was dealing with it as I was dealing with it, but I wasn't taking huge, bold, big action with it day after day because it was overwhelming and it caused pain emotionally. I had a conversation with my girlfriend maybe 2 months ago, and it was the first time I'd opened up to her about it, and we wrote it all out. I explained it all to her fully. I broke it all down, and then she started to help me with it. And she said, Greg, why you're paying these people back? And yes, they're going to get it all back. Maybe some of the people that invested with you might take a percentage if you pay it all off faster. Money now, clear it all. Instead of being at 120, maybe it's 80, maybe it's 70 total. And that's what we've been doing. And it's been incredible. So this target of 120 isn't 120 anymore. It's dropping down because I've been speaking to investors and people that I owe money to, or banks, to get this down. So it's a lot easier, a lot more manageable. So that's one thing. And it's like, what I wanted to say from that is, I was so afraid to fully face that, like with huge action, like I said, because it was just emotionally painful. But as soon as I started taking action towards that bigger, bolder action with the help of my girlfriend, it's just opened up opportunities and ideas that I'd never had. And so it's taken the total amount down. So it feels so much easier now. I feel like I can see the end of the tunnel. There's light there. It's felt incredible. And that's happened because I took action. If I didn't post that video about clearing 120k and then having conversations with my girlfriend after, I wouldn't be in this situation now with a smaller total amount to pay. It's honestly unbelievable. The second thing, as of yesterday, my company with my business partner is now fully all mine. So we were 50-50. And what we've decided to do is go in slightly different directions. We're both coaches. We both want to help people. We're both great friends. I've just walked past him and had a conversation with him, and we'll remain good friends. But in a business sense, we're going in slightly different directions. And it feels freeing for me. It feels like, speaking honestly, we've been together through what have been challenging times for each of us. So we've been together 4 years as a partnership. The first year, very good. We were both in England. We were flying. 2023, 2024, hardest 2 years of my life. Last year, foundations in place, started to rebuild, build traction. And this year, it's a huge growth year for me. Year of the horse, as people say. And I feel that. So I just felt like in my life as a whole, I needed a new energy, a new direction. I needed to move forward. And that's what this feels like now. It felt like our business was, for me anyway, like an energy from the past. And now I'm in a new energy. I needed something else. So this has been a nice transition for us. We're on great terms. And I'm going to continue the fitness company whilst also documenting my journey, my process, what I'm going through, and knowing that's building a second community on the side. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes in time. And that gets me on to the last point, is in posting authentically, sharing my journey. I've now got a community and I'm getting intuition. I'm having ideas of what this is becoming. And I feel it's attracting lots of coaches, lots of people who are online and they're wearing a mask as I was, only showing part of who they are, holding themselves back, not speaking their full truth. And it's a community. We have a 21-day challenge. That's how it begins. And in that you post authentically. So every day you write in what you're going to do, and then at the end of the day, did you do it or not? For most people, that's posting the content that they've been holding back from. So it's a 21-day challenge where it's a decision moment like it was for me. It was, okay, I'm not holding back myself anymore. I'm going fully in, being authentic. So, and now we've got a community of other people doing the same. So all this movement, all this progress in 6 weeks, it's unbelievable. 3 years I've been paying off this debt, trying to pay all off. And now with my girlfriend's help, it's less. It's going to be paid off much faster. I've got a group of other coaches in the same moment as me, which was something I was thinking about for over a year. I wanted to speak to people like me, the same stage of business. the same challenges, overcoming, all winning together. Now I have that. It's here. And then I've got full ownership of my company. So incredible what happens when we truly take action and go all in with what we want.